Yeah, you open up Elon's app, you never know what you're gonna get, right? The guy's trying to ruin the app, but you're always gonna get something, right? So it looks like Nicki Minaj and the SZA, had a back and forth. Now I had to call up the intern and says, "Hey, get to the bottom of this. I'm gonna tell you what I have and how this may relate to music, right?" So the one that's got everybody's buttons pushed, right, is Nicki's response, right, to SZA saying Mercury retrograde, don't take the bait, silly goose. Then Nicki says, go draw your freckles back on, liar, liar, pants on fire. And then you see SZA responds and says, I don't give a F about none of that weird shit that you popping. So here's where some of the origin of this actual back and forth went on, right? So Punch, an executive from TDE, Top Dog Entertainment, right? You know the label. SZA signed to that label. Kendrick used to be signed to that label. Doechii signed to that label. Posted Broken Barbies. Now, standalone, you're like, could that be taken as a sub? But I actually, if you just look a little bit below that, you'll see the musical piece, right? It looks like there's an artist named Lyric. She has a song called Broken Barbies. And that was what Punch was referencing. He attached this post, a clip of a video, to the original Broken Barbies post. This is the actual song. So it's an actual song that exists, right? So you have Nicki posting details here and a picture of Punch with Punch's old picture of Punch and a smile. And I think that's how we got here. So subs maybe interpreted a certain way. Subs that could have been double entendres, right? And then don't take the bait. I guess maybe she was subbing uh, Punch there. Nicki goes, okay, don't get in this. And there you have it. I can hit Nicki's a rapper, so I can see Nicki getting in a booth and rapping about this. SZA's a singer, so unless one of you lots are gonna write for her, or she'll write it herself. I don't really know how that would go. Usually for me, when artists have a problem, I rather you just put it on wax. Now, there were some other things that Nicki said that I think I should share here, so you guys kind of have a little more context. Which was this post. Interns didn't really give me much here. I'm gonna presume she's talking about an executive, could be Punch himself. She says she has proof of being bullied. So there's that. So that probably gives a little more context on that issue. And of course, SZA had her last words, which I guess a fan said this, and SZA says, "Hey, I get bullied by millions online every day, and stepped my ass out on the Pack Stadium tour where people showed me love in real life." So she's kind of saying, "Hey, I'm focused on my tour." So that's what we have for now. Yeah, I know me. If it's a misunderstanding, get on the phone. If we can't get on the phone, get in the booth. That's how I'm gonna start seeing it right now with music industry problems and or business problems that can be fixed. Go to court.